Ever wondered how a cartoon could eerily echo future realities?
Did Lady Gaga get her inspiration for her Super Bowl halftime show from, of all things, The Simpsons? With uncanny accuracy, 4 years ago, the show actually predicted she'd fly through the air.
The Simpsons have baffled us with their knack for predicting the future, stirring both awe and controversy.
Good Lord, flu germs entering every orifice in my head! Ugh.
As we peek into their crystal ball for 2024, let's unravel the mystery behind their prophetic visions.
Oh, an English boy, eh? You know, we saved your ass in World War II.
Yeah, well, we saved your ass in World War III.
That's true.
The predictive power of The Simpsons. For over 3 decades, The Simpsons, a seemingly innocuous animated sitcom about a middle-class American family, has been at the forefront of not just entertainment, but also astonishing clairvoyance. The show, created by Matt Groening, debuted in 1989 and quickly became a staple of American culture. However, its uncanny ability to predict future events has turned it into a subject of global fascination and speculation. The predictive phenomenon began gaining traction with some of the early forecasts that astonishingly materialized years after being humorously depicted on the show. Perhaps one of the most famous predictions came from the episode Bart to the Future, aired in 2000, which depicted Donald Trump as the President of the United States.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute.
Fast forward to 2016, and this satirical prophecy became a reality, leaving audiences bewildered by the show's predictive insight. Another startling prediction involved the 1997 episode When You Dish Upon a Star, which featured a sign reading 20th Century Fox, a division of Walt Disney Company. This was a full 21 years before Disney actually acquired 20th Century Fox in 2019. The merger was a significant entertainment industry shakeup, predicted by a throwaway gag on the show. The Simpsons also eerily foreshadowed the 2014 outbreak of the Ebola virus in the 1997 episode. Lisa's sax, Marge offers a sick Bart a book titled Curious George and the Ebola Virus. While the Ebola virus was known before this episode aired, its specific mention and the subsequent major outbreak years later was a spine-chilling coincidence. In the realm of technology and social trends, the show has been equally prophetic. The 1994 episode, Lisa on Ice, featured a smartwatch-like device decades before the advent of wearable technology. Similarly, the 1995 episode Lisa's Wedding,
You'll always be my little girl.
showcased video calls, a technology that has become a staple of modern communication, especially highlighted during the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking of the pandemic, the show's prediction of a global health crisis is arguably one of its most disturbing forecasts. The 1993 episode Marge in Chains featured a storyline about a flu virus originating in Asia and spreading rapidly worldwide, eerily reminiscent of the COVID-19 outbreak.
This time is that the iconic TV show eerily predicted the outbreak of the coronavirus.
Even the realm of sports and entertainment hasn't been immune to The Simpsons' prophetic gaze. The episode The Cartridge Family, aired in 1997, predicted the halftime performance of Lady Gaga at the Super Bowl LI in 2017, including her aerial descent onto the stage.
Did Lady Gaga get her inspiration for her Super Bowl halftime show from, of all things, The Simpsons? With uncanny accuracy, 4 years ago, the show actually predicted she'd fly through the air.
AI and automation, a future foretold. In the ever-evolving tapestry of The Simpsons, a thread that stands out for its prescience and relevance is the show's commentary on artificial intelligence, AI, and automation.
So, you guys are my new coworkers.
The show, with its typical blend of humor and satire, has ventured into the realm of AI and robotics, painting scenarios that once seemed fantastical, but are increasingly becoming our reality. As we dissect these predictions, it becomes imperative to juxtapose them against the backdrop of current technological advancements, exploring the ramifications for the workforce and society at large. One of the most notable episodes in this context is Them Robot, aired in 2012, which depicts a future where robots have replaced human employees at the Springfield nuclear power plant. The episode humorously explores the consequences of such replacements, including increased efficiency, but at the cost of human employment, and the unpredictability of AI behavior. This storyline doesn't just serve as a piece of futuristic satire, but mirrors the anxieties and developments we observe in today's world. The trajectory of AI and automation technologies has been on an exponential rise. From manufacturing lines that are predominantly automated to sophisticated AI systems capable of performing complex tasks, the parallels between the world of The Simpsons and our reality are uncannily close.
Homer, when am I getting my power drill back?
AI's application has permeated various sectors, including healthcare, finance, and customer service, automating tasks that were once the sole domain of human intellect and labor. The implications of these advancements are profound. On one hand, AI and automation promise enhanced efficiency, accuracy, and the potential to undertake tasks beyond human capability, such as analyzing vast data sets within seconds. On the other hand, they pose significant challenges, particularly in the realm of employment. The fear of job displacement due to automation is not unfounded. According to a report by the World Economic Forum, the rise of machines and automation could displace 75 million jobs by 2022, even as it creates 133 million new ones. This shift necessitates a reevaluation of skills and education to prepare the workforce for the jobs of the future. Furthermore, The Simpsons touches on the unpredictable nature of AI, a theme that resonates deeply with the ongoing discourse around AI ethics and control. The episode humorously showcases robots going rogue, a narrative that, while exaggerated, underscores the real-world concerns about AI systems acting in unintended ways.
Can they climb stairs?
With great difficulty.
I'm doomed!
The development of AI governance and ethical guidelines has become a crucial focus for researchers and policymakers, aiming to ensure that AI technologies are developed and deployed responsibly and for the benefit of society. The societal implications extend beyond the workforce. AI and automation are redefining human interaction, leisure, and even our conception of creativity and authorship. From AI-generated art and music to algorithm-driven content on social media, the boundary between human and machine creativity is blurring. This raises questions about the value we place on human creativity and the ways in which we interact with technology in our daily lives. The Simpsons, through its satirical lens, invites us to reflect on these developments, encouraging a dialogue on how we envision the future of AI and automation. It pushes us to consider not just the technological possibilities, but also the ethical and societal dimensions of living in a world where AI plays a central role.
Can never match. Hounds!
The political prophecies, Trumps, and presidencies. The Simpsons has long been lauded for its uncanny prescience, weaving narratives that often manifest into reality. Among its most discussed predictions are those pertaining to politics, particularly the Trump family's involvement in the American political landscape. This chapter delves into the show's eerily accurate foretelling of Donald Trump's presidency and speculates on the potential implications of its predictions for 2024. In the episode Bart to the Future, aired in 2000, the show portrays a future where Lisa Simpson becomes the first female president of the United States, succeeding President Donald Trump. At the time of airing, the idea of Trump as president was considered a far-fetched humorous notion. Yet, in a turn of events that would shock many,
I'm not going to fire you. I wanted to share something with you.
Donald Trump was elected the 45th President of the United States in 2016, making this prediction one of the most talked about instances of the show's predictive prowess. The episode doesn't merely mention Trump's presidency in passing. It also comments on the state of the nation he leaves behind, with Lisa remarking on inheriting quite a budget crunch from President Trump. This satirical jab has prompted discussions about the implications of political decisions on national debt and economic policy, topics that remain highly relevant.
Hey Jim, I haven't touched Melania in 3 months. Give me a damn hug.
As we look toward 2024, speculation abounds regarding the political future of the Trump family. particularly in light of The Simpsons and its track record. One of the speculative predictions surrounds Ivanka Trump and her potential political ambitions. While the show has not explicitly predicted Ivanka's run for presidency in 2024, its portrayal of Trump's presidency and the subsequent discussion it has sparked raises intriguing questions about the role the Trump family may continue to play in American politics. The likelihood of these predictions materializing depends on a complex interplay of factors, including
You said you'd replace me with Garland!
political dynamics, public sentiment, and the decisions of the Trump family themselves. However, given The Simpsons' history of predictive accuracy, the notion cannot be dismissed outright. The potential impact of such a development on American politics and society is profound. A continuation of the Trump family's political legacy could signify enduring shifts in the political landscape, influencing policy decisions, party dynamics, and national discourse. It could also reflect broader societal and cultural undercurrents, mirroring divides and highlighting issues such as political dynasties, celebrity influence in politics, and the evolving nature of American democracy. Moreover, the show's predictions invite us to consider the role of media and entertainment in shaping political perceptions and discourse.
Those candidates are phonies!
The Simpsons, through its satirical lens, encourages a critical examination of political figures and their policies, prompting viewers to reflect on the implications of leadership and governance. This blend of humor and critique offers a unique avenue for engaging with and understanding complex political realities.
You were hit on the head with mallets last week.
In analyzing The Simpsons' predictions about the Trump family and the presidency, it's essential to recognize the broader context in which these narratives unfold.
In conclusion, my administration will focus on the 3 R's: reading, writing, and refilling the ocean.
The show taps into current societal anxieties, trends and debates, magnifying them through the prism of satire to provoke thought and discussion. Whether or not its specific predictions come to pass, the underlying themes it explores, such as the impact of leadership on national well-being, the intersection of celebrity and politics, and the future of American political dynasties, remain pertinent. Economic and social predictions for 2024. The Simpsons has not only been a cultural beacon for over 3 decades, but also a mirror reflecting society's potential futures. Among its myriad of predictions, those relating to economic downturns, societal shifts, and technological advancements stand out for their relevance to our current trajectory. As we edge closer to 2024, these predictions prompt a deeper examination of their feasibility and the potential impact on our world. In various episodes, The Simpsons has hinted at economic challenges, perhaps most notably through the lens of the average American family's struggles.
You saying I'm not? Tell me.
A handy?
The show has depicted scenarios ranging from job losses due to automation and outsourcing to the consequences of debt and financial mismanagement. While these narratives are often served with a side of humor, they echo real-world economic trends and concerns. As we look to 2024, the feasibility of an economic downturn as predicted by the show is not merely speculative. Factors such as global trade tensions, fluctuating markets, and the unpredictable nature of the COVID-19 pandemic's long-term effects contribute to a climate of uncertainty. Economists warn of the potential for recessions triggered by these and other stressors, suggesting that The Simpsons' portrayal of economic challenges may be closer to prophecy than parody. The Simpsons has adeptly tackled societal shifts, from the dynamics of family life to the evolving landscape of social justice issues.
We prefer a nondescript briefcase to the sack with a $sign on it.
The show has often been ahead of its time, addressing themes such as environmentalism, LGBTQ+ rights, and racial equality long before they became mainstream discussions. The prediction of societal shifts towards greater inclusivity and environmental consciousness is already unfolding. Movements for social justice and sustainability are gaining momentum, driven by a more informed and connected global populace. However, these shifts are not without contention, and The Simpsons highlights the friction inherent in societal evolution.
Famous, I'm gonna say Hitler.
Next.
That's the last of them.
As 2024 approaches, these themes are expected to become even more pronounced, shaping public discourse and policy. Perhaps some of the most intriguing predictions from The Simpsons relate to advancements in technology, including virtual reality, VR.
Escuela de Medicina de Harvard, Johns Hopkins.
And artificial intelligence, AI. The show has depicted VR as a means of escape from reality and AI as both a convenience and a potential threat. The rapid pace of technological innovation makes these predictions highly feasible. VR is becoming more accessible, offering immersive experiences in gaming, education, and even therapy. AI's role in our lives is expanding, from predictive text and personalized advertising to more sophisticated applications in healthcare, finance, and autonomous vehicles. The impact of these advancements is multifaceted. On one hand, they promise to enhance our quality of life, offering new ways to connect, learn, and solve complex problems. On the other hand, they pose ethical and practical challenges, including concerns about privacy, job displacement, and the digital divide. The potential impact of these economic, societal, and technological predictions is profound. Economic downturns could exacerbate inequalities and test the resilience of global markets and communities. Societal shifts towards greater inclusivity and sustainability, while positive, may encounter resistance and require nuanced navigation. Technological advancements, for all their benefits, must be approached with caution to ensure they serve humanity's best interests without compromising our values or well-being. As we contemplate the future, The Simpsons' predictions serve as a reminder of the need for foresight, adaptability, and responsible stewardship. Whether it's preparing for economic volatility, embracing and managing societal shifts, or guiding technological innovation in ethical directions, the lessons are clear. We must engage with these potential futures thoughtfully, ensuring that our actions today help create a world that reflects our highest aspirations for 2024 and beyond, from space exploration to global catastrophes. The Simpsons has ventured beyond the confines of Earth to explore the vastness of space and the potential perils that accompany such exploration, with predictions ranging from manned Mars missions to the ominous formation of black holes. The series taps into humanity's fascination with the cosmos and our existential fears. This chapter examines these celestial prophecies in light of current space endeavors and scientific knowledge, pondering their implications for the future. In the episode Deep Space Homer, The Simpsons humorously delves into space exploration, reflecting the growing interest in outer space during the 1990s. Fast forward to today, and space exploration has evolved dramatically, with agencies like NASA and private companies like SpaceX ambitiously planning manned missions to Mars. The Simpsons also toyed with the idea of colonizing Mars in the episode The Margian Chronicles, where Lisa signs up for a one-way trip to the Red Planet. The reality of Mars colonization is drawing ever closer, with Elon Musk's SpaceX aiming to land humans on Mars within this decade, and NASA's Artemis program set to return astronauts to the Moon as a precursor to Martian exploration. These initiatives suggest that The Simpsons' depiction of human ambition and curiosity driving us to other planets is not merely fanciful, but grounded in the trajectory of current space exploration efforts. The series has not shied away from depicting darker scenarios, including the accidental creation of a black hole threatening Springfield's very existence in Treehouse of Horror 33. While the show presents these concepts with its characteristic comedic spin, the mention of black holes touches on genuine scientific curiosity and concern about cosmic phenomena. In reality, the study of black holes has advanced significantly, with the first ever image of a black hole captured in 2019, proving their existence beyond theoretical speculation. However, the fear of Earth being consumed by a black hole is unfounded. The nearest known black hole is hundreds of light years away, far too distant to pose any threat to our planet. Nonetheless, The Simpsons' foray into such scenarios highlights broader anxieties about the unknowns of space and the potential for cosmic events to impact Earth. Beyond the cosmic, The Simpsons has depicted various potential global catastrophes, from pandemics to environmental disasters. Episodes like Marge in Chains and The Fool Monty have eerily presaged real-world health crises, reminding viewers of the fragility of human civilization in the face of nature's unpredictability. Today, these fictional portrayals resonate deeply in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic and amidst growing concerns about climate change.
They're all going to hell.
Yeah! The scientific community warns of the need for preparedness against future pandemics and urges action to mitigate the impacts of climate change, echoing the themes explored in The Simpsons. The show's predictions serve as cautionary tales, underscoring the importance of science, policy, and global cooperation in addressing these existential threats. As we gaze into the future, The Simpsons' celestial and catastrophic predictions provide a lens through which to reflect on humanity's place in the universe and the challenges we face. Space exploration represents the pinnacle of human achievement and potential, promising new frontiers for discovery and settlement. At the same time, the prospect of global catastrophes calls for vigilance and a commitment to safeguarding our planet, the curious case of predicting pandemics and wars. B. The Simpsons has demonstrated a peculiar penchant for presaging global health crises and geopolitical tensions, weaving narratives that eerily foreshadow real-world events.
So petter beware, that warm body on your lap just might be ready to destroy your tender fiddle.
This chapter delves into the show's historical foresight regarding pandemics and wars, examining how these portrayals have mirrored subsequent global developments, and considering the ominous undertones of their predictions as we approach 2024. One of the most striking examples of the show's prophetic ability is its anticipation of global health crises. In the episode Marge in Chains, the town of Springfield is besieged by the Osaka flu.
Osaka flu has hit Springfield with over 300 cases now reported,
causing widespread panic and disorder. This storyline, aired in 1993, seems to have prefigured the 21 century outbreaks of SARS, H1N1, and, most recently, COVID-19, highlighting the vulnerabilities of global health systems and the rapidity with which disease can spread in an interconnected world. The COVID-19 pandemic, in particular, has underscored the prescience of The Simpsons' depiction of societal responses to health crises, from panic buying to misinformation. The parallels between the fictional Osaka flu and real-life events are uncanny, serving as a reminder of the importance of preparedness, public health infrastructure, and the need for accurate information during health emergencies.
Homer, there's something I need to tell you.
I'll give you two a moment in this semi-private room.
Where is the knife?
The Simpsons has also touched upon themes of geopolitical conflict and war, often with a satirical edge that belies the seriousness of the subject. Episodes like Bart to the Future not only envision a future US president, but also hint at a world fraught with tensions and challenges.
Things out. Please, sit down.
I am sitting, Mr. Trump.
Some of which resonate with current geopolitical dynamics. The show's portrayal of conflicts, while exaggerated for comedic effect, touches on the complex web of international relations, nationalism, and the ever-present threat of warfare. As global tensions simmer in regions like the Middle East, the Korean Peninsula, and between major powers like the United States and China, The Simpsons' narrative threads around war and peace gain a sobering relevance. As we look toward 2024, the show's past predictions cast a long shadow, raising questions about the potential for new health crises and geopolitical upheavals. With the world still grappling with the ramifications of COVID-19 and international relations marked by uncertainty, the prescient themes explored in The Simpsons serve as a cautionary tale. The possibility of future pandemics remains a concern among public health experts, who warn that COVID-19 may not be the last global health emergency. The lessons from the show, and the parallels with real-life events, underscore the need for robust health systems, international cooperation, and scientific research to mitigate the impacts of future outbreaks. Geopolitically, the landscape is equally uncertain. With rising nationalism, shifting alliances, and the specter of cyber warfare, the world of 2024 could well embody some of the tensions hinted at in The Simpsons. The show's lighthearted take on serious issues reminds us of the importance of diplomacy, understanding, and the pursuit of peace in an increasingly complex and divided world. Reflecting on The Simpsons' track record of predictions, it is evident that the show has tapped into underlying societal fears and trends with uncanny accuracy. Whether by coincidence or insightful observation, its narratives around pandemics and wars have mirrored or anticipated real-world events, contributing to its reputation as a cultural oracle. Beyond predictions, impact on pop culture and society. The Simpsons transcends the realm of mere entertainment to become a cultural phenomenon, intertwining its narratives with the fabric of societal discourse and reflection.
It's another Springfield day. It's another Springfield day.
The show's uncanny knack for predicting future events has cemented its place in pop culture, not just as a source of amusement, but as a lens through which we examine our collective anxieties, hopes, and the societal zeitgeist. This chapter explores the broader impact of The Simpsons' predictions on pop culture and society, shedding light on the show's dual role as both a shaper and reflector of public discourse. The Simpsons has indelibly influenced pop culture, embedding itself into the collective consciousness with its iconic characters, catchphrases, and notably its predictions. These prognostications often gain a life of their own, circulating in online forums, social media, and even academic discussions, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. When a prediction appears to come true, it sparks a flurry of media attention and public fascination.
The Simpsons, the longest-running American animated series.
Some argue The Simpsons have been predicting the future for years,
reinforcing the show's status as a cultural touchstone that resonates with audiences worldwide. Beyond its entertainment value, The Simpsons serves as a vehicle for social commentary, subtly critiquing political, economic, and cultural issues. Its predictions often touch on sensitive topics, from environmental degradation to technological overreach and geopolitical tensions. Prompting viewers to reflect on the direction in which society is headed. By wrapping its commentary in humor and satire, the show encourages a broader audience to engage with complex issues, facilitating discussions that might otherwise be inaccessible or unpalatable. The Simpsons acts as a mirror, reflecting the concerns, curiosities, and absurdities of society. Its forward-looking episodes distill the essence of contemporary anxieties about the future, encapsulating fears about unchecked technological advancement, environmental crises, and the fragility of human civilization. Simultaneously, the show's accurate predictions highlight our collective fascination with the unknown and the future, underscoring the human desire to foresee and perhaps control what lies ahead.